When I say 12 races, I am talking about 12 types of human races, 12 types of colors, 12 types of human races. But we said we don't want to talk about what are other humanoids in this planet and on the other planets. Yes, you heard me say that, brothers and sisters. I am telling you that before the creation of Adam, we are trying to figure out what is the truth of the other races. And when I say other races, I mean those who are not human, those who are not humanoid, those who are not descendants of Adam. Who were the other races before the creation of Adam? And so if you understand that there were 12 root races, you begin to see the pattern. Now, is this something that is also found in the stories? Well, if you understand what was happening, you know that Adam was created, and Adam was brought to the court, and all of the angels, and even Lucifer, one of the highest ranking of the other races, who had been given the highest status, was also there. Lucifer, the most enlightened one of the other races before the creation of Adam. And so the war began. But we know, based on the comment of the angels, that some crazy, destructive, mischievous bloodshed must have been occurring before the creation of man. For if not, the angels would not ask such a question. For angels do not have divine knowledge or infinite knowledge. They know only that which they are told or that which the Lord has allowed them to experience. Yet they so boldly asked the Lord Most High when Adam, peace and blessings be upon him, was created, about blood and mischief. And we know from Islamic sources that there was a war in the heavens throughout this universe before the creation of Adam, and it involved the other 12 races. And know, dear ones, that there were 12 root races. Now I tell you the parts of the unseen from the story of truth that you didn't realize. How do we understand the unseen? Let's go to the very first moments of the test. Adam is tricked by Lucifer, and the war begins. And Adam and Eve are on the surface of the earth. And the first people to be tested, and the first people to understand. Now in this third dimension, now those of us who are here of flesh and bone, in this reality, in this state of duality, in this flesh and blood existence, who was the first one to recognize the pattern of 12 and realize the truth of what was going on? It was my brother, my eldest brother. It was your eldest brother. His name was Abel. His name was Abel. The first people to be tested were the first two sons of Adam and Eve. And the first test by the Lord was to our older brothers, and they were told, sacrifice for your Lord what is a noble sacrifice in his name? The one who has created you and the one who has created all that is. This was the first test to mankind. And in this test, my brother Abel figured out the truth of the unseen world and understood that this pattern isn't random. And theologians for generations have been trying to figure out what was the reason behind the sacrifices of Cain and Abel. Cain offered in sacrifice his produce and his crops. And Abel, the eldest brother, offered in sacrifice a blood offering, as the scriptures tell us. A ram or a goat. And he chose that sacrifice. And theologians have been debating, was it that the blood sacrifice was the better sacrifice of meat instead of produce of greenery? See the difference once you understand what is the nature of being on the path of light, is that you don't look around you and think to yourself, what is the best sacrifice in my mind? You look around to recognize the truth of reality and look to see for yourselves, is there something that the Lord Most High is showing me that is obvious in the way He has planned the universe? For He is the Creator, and I wish to offer that which is most pleasing to the Lord. And we know from our scriptures, from the Quran, from the Bible, from the Torah, and all of the ancient tales that refer to this, that the sacrifice of our brother Abel was accepted, and the sacrifice of Cain was rejected. And the theologians have said it was because of a blood sacrifice. And I tell you, no, my brothers and sisters, it was because our eldest brother Abel recognized the pattern of creation and saw the signs and knew which was the appropriate season and time based on the stars in the sky and the creation in front of him, because he could see the light and he knew that the appropriate thing to sacrifice was the ram, and it was because of that that it was accepted. And that was something that Satan, the cursed one, understood and recognized, and he knew that we could not have someone as noble a status as our eldest brother Abel to remain. And once Satan realized that Abel was beginning to recognize the truth of the existence, he plotted to murder our brother. But Satan is so evil that he didn't do it himself. He tricked our brother into doing it. He tricked Cain into killing his brother. The dark ones are masters of manipulation. Peace be with you.